Islands are supposed to be sunny, peaceful, and warm. Exotic locals where you can spend time on the beach, maybe do a bit of snorkeling, and even enjoy a few fruity drinks. Except sometimes, none of that happens. The world sports many deceptively beautiful islands that look pleasant, but are terrifying. From former nuclear test sites to places that are home to deadly creatures, these scary isles have more going on than we realized. And we wanted to know more, so let's dive into today's video of our top 10 most dangerous islands in the world. Number 10. Gruinard Island. Gruinard Island, sometimes known as Anthrax Island, is a small island off the west coast of Scotland that served as a test location for biological weapons during World War II. The experiments compromised placing anthrax spores in bombs and detonating them to measure how long the symptoms had to manifest. Instead of people, sheep were used as test subjects. After being decontaminated with tons of formaldehyde, Gruinard Island was pronounced safe to visit in 1990. Jane Richardson, a resident of Lade, Scotland, noticed that a farmer sees the island regularly to tend to the sheep that graze there. While Jean McLean admitted that traveling to Gruinard seemed pointless, there's nothing there, so why take the chance? Number 9. Poveglia Island. As many as 160,000 plague victims were supposedly taken to Poveglia Island, off the coast of Venice, Italy, during the outbreak of the Black Death in the Middle Ages, where they eventually died and were cremated. According to legend, human ash makes up a considerable amount of the island's soil. Poveglia served as a quarantine station for tourists to nearby Venice by the late 18th century. The island's facilities were later repurposed to house the mentally sick, many of whom were subjected to experiments while there. Poveglia's alternative name is the Island of Ghosts, due to many deaths and reported abuse. Despite the fact that visiting Poveglia is illegal, some people have done so. Number 8. Reunion Island. Reunion Island is open to tourists and other visitors as a French-controlled island, although swimming and surfing are prohibited. Reunion, located in the Indian Ocean and has a population of approximately 900,000 people, has been the site of over 50 shark attacks between 1988 and 2016. Rodolphe Arigai was attacked in the waters around the island in 2015 while surfing. Erwain Lagabriel, who was with him, described the incident. Between 2011 and 2021, 11 shark-related deaths occurred, including Adrien Dubosc's death in 2017. Dubosc, according to local officials, a shark struck him when he was in the water with two pals, biting his right leg and crotch area. The sufferer was swiftly rescued from the water, and emergency personnel arrived. He died within half an hour of the incident, despite a cardiac massage. Number 7. Fraser Island. Fraser Island, recently restored to its Aboriginal name, Kagari, is the world's largest sand island and home to some of the world's most dangerous jellyfish. 2 ladies were stung by Urukanji jellyfish in 2019. Their poison can cause cardiac and pulmonary difficulties and excruciating pain. Several more jellyfish stings caused local officials to express their worry the following year. Always have vinegar on you is one piece of advice given to visitors to assist them in avoiding jellyfish attacks. Sharks swim offshore, dingoes and crocodiles are everywhere, and even sand dunes pose a threat to cars in addition to jellyfish. Number 6. Ramree Island. Ramree Island, off the coast of Myanmar, Burma, and the Bay of Bengal, is notorious for its lethal crocodiles and was the site of multiple World War II battles. In 1942, Japanese forces seized possession of the island, and British and Indian troops prepared to reclaim it as a crucial airstrip in 1945. Many Japanese combatants sought sanctuary in the wetlands when British and Indian soldiers forced the Japanese off the Ramree Island. According to some accounts of the conflict, hundreds of troops were allegedly consumed by crocodiles. Number 5. Miyake Jima. Miyake Jima, off the coast of Japan, is a popular site for swimmers, hikers, and birdwatchers. Mount Oyama, an active volcano that spews dangerous sulfuric gas on a regular basis, is also located here. The residents of Miyake Jima are compelled to wear a gas mask, which was insufficient to protect them during a volcanic eruption in 2000. Alarms sound to remind people to put their masks on when it's time. Gas masks are available at both the airport and the tourist shop. Number 4. Bikini Atoll. Bikini Atoll, an island in the Marshall Islands chain in the Pacific Ocean, was a U.S. military nuclear testing site in the 1940s and 1950s. Residents were transported to the surrounding atolls of Rongerik and Kwajalein before arriving on Poveglia Island in 1948. During the late 1960s, indigenous Bikinians returned to their atoll, and the population grew during the 1970s. Radiation levels made much of the food and water unfit for human consumption, and locals suffered health consequences due to the radiation. Most native Bikinians were forced to leave the island due to continued cleanup, relocation attempts, and monetary aid, leaving only scientists and caretakers. Scuba diving and sport fishing are popular, but they must be done with caution. Number 3. Coiba Island. The most harsh prison in Panama, located on Coiba Island, is originally received criminal and political detainees in 1919. From 1919 through 2004, the secluded area hosted over 3,000 people and was the site of torture, violence, and awful conditions for decades. Over time, the conflicts established around 30 barracks on Coiba Island, each with no furnishings, windows, or bathrooms. The severe conditions and their captors' torture techniques put their mental sanity to the test. Everything on that island wants to bite you. Everything is poisoned, Holden said, describing it as an extremely malevolent location. Number 2. Ilha de Queimada Grande. Ilha de Queimada Grande off the coast of Brazil is home to up to 4,000 golden lancehead pit vipers, one of the most venomous snakes on the planet. The landform, also known as Snake Island, is around 110 square acres of predator-free rainforest, rocks, and grassy places where poisonous snakes can wander. A bite from a golden lancehead pit viper will kill you in hours if you don't get medical help. Because the island is so dangerous, Brazil has banned humans from visiting. Exceptions can be granted. However, anyone entering the facility must be accompanied by a medical practitioner. The lighthouse on the island required human upkeep in the 1910s. According to local folklore, snakes chased the last lighthouse keeper and his family out of their home, fell out of the trees, and bit them. Number 1. North Sentinel Island. North Sentinel Island is located in the Bay of Bengal and is part of the Andaman Islands. India governs it, and travelers must obtain permission to access its coasts. Entry is restricted, and contact with indigenous people is limited. This serves two goals. There is a desire to preserve the island and its inhabitants, as well as avoid further acts of violence like those perpetrated by previous guests. European investigation of the island in the late 1800s was unproductive. In the 20th century, interactions with the Sentinelese left the Indian government and anthropologist Tien. Although satisfactory contact was made in 1991, efforts to drop aid after the tsunami of 2004 were met with hostility. Natives slew 2 fishermen in 2006 for venturing too close to the island, and John Allen Chua's death in 2018 highlighted how dangerous it could be to approach its shores. If there's anything you can say for sure about some of the most dangerous islands in the world, it's that they're more terrifying than, say, violent cities, hazardous rivers, or even the most dangerous gangs in the world. We hope you enjoyed today's video and learned something new. Let us know your thoughts about these islands. Please give us a like and subscribe to our channel, District 10 TV, for more videos like this. Thank you for watching, and see you in our next video.